Do you ever wake up in the morning and think, man, I've got a really dumb idea? Well, that was this morning, and I've decided I now hate wheels, and I'm now going to replace them with other contraptions. So what we're going to do, I'm going to get in this rover here, I'm going to drive directly forwards up that mountain, see as far as I can go, add a GPS, and then I'm going to try and then build a rover without using wheels, which I know sounds weird, but bear with me, to see if I can get as far as this rover just did. So let's place the GPS here, new from current position, and call that start. All right, and let's go. So some of you might recognize this rover from my tutorial video I did, where I showed you how to build rovers. So this is exactly the same rover, so it's a little bit heavy because there's 2 batteries on it. But aside from that, it should be a good example of a rover that a normal person would build. Normal meaning it has wheels. So whilst we're driving up the mountain, let's think about the things we have to consider for building a rover without wheels. So first of all, we're going to need something to rotate, which means we're going to need rotors on all of the wheels, or I guess maybe just the front 2. No, it's going to have to be all of them, but I think I might turn the back 2 off just so they're spinning, and then the front 2 do all the pulling. So it'll be a front wheel drive. And then obviously I've got turning on this by turning left and right. So I could either achieve that entirely with gyros, which is kind of tempting, I won't lie, or I could use hinges to create a left and right movement. Now, that might be awkward. I'm just trying to think how that's going to work in my head. I think I can see a way it can work, but I think we'll try with the hinges first, and if that doesn't work, we'll go for gyros. I think aside from that, I can't think of anything else I would need on a wheelless rover, which is a weird thing to say now that I'd say it out loud. So let's go through the ideas I had for wheel design. So I could go for the normal, like real life wheels, where they're circular. However, I don't think I'll have any grip if I do that. I'll give it a go, but due to the way Space Engineers works is that the wheels have friction on the outside of them, and if I build blocks, they won't have as much friction. It might still work, so we'll give it a go, but I feel like the second idea might be a better one, which are cross-shaped wheels. I feel like I'm losing my mind a little bit, because I could have sworn I saw a documentary about how drones were using cross-shaped wheels to climb stairs and stuff, but I can't find that anywhere, so maybe I just dreamt it. I find that you can buy triangle-shaped wheels for climbing stairs and stuff. I can't see anything about cross-shaped wheels, so I think I might have just made it up. Now we're going to go until this rover flips over, which is probably going to be more difficult than it is, as this rover isn't designed to go up mountains. And I think we're only about to get stuck right here. Come on, I believe. Okay, we're a little bit over. And we're over. Okay, fine. We'll consider that as far as we need to go. That's still pretty far from where we started. So new GPS, in current position, and we'll call this end. If I get out, and we'll have a look. So it's a roughly 2 kilometers from beginning to end. I know that's not that far, but we are trying to drive a rover without wheels. So saying we'll go a kilometer is a bit of a stretch. So it's roughly a kilometer before we get to the mountain as well. So it'd be interesting if we can handle the terrain from here to there and then up to the mountain. So do you think I'm going to make it up the mountain? Why don't you leave a comment now on your predictions of how well I'm going to do. The first thing I'm going to do, which would be a smart thing to do, is go to global permissions and turn off allow damage, because I know for a fact that as soon as this thing goes along, it's going to destroy the station it's on. So we're going to turn that off. If that's cheating to you, I'm sorry, but we're going to need that in order to do this. So we've raised our original rover in the air. Now I'm going to remove the wheels and the suspension. And now I'm going to grab a rotor and a hinge. And then we're going to see how we get on. So here we have our first block wheels. Nothing special, just light armor with round slopes around the edge. So they're kind of square, kind of not. And I'm hoping this will at least be able to move with this. So let's get in the cockpit. So if I go into my terminal, you can see I've got my 4 rotors, which I've named front left and right, and then rear left and rear right. And then I've also got my 2 hinges, front left turn and right left turn. I think I'm just going to leave that in. You get the point, but I feel like it was quite funny what I just said. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my 2 rear wheels and toggle them off. And I'm hoping what this should mean is that these should spin free while the rover is off, so they'll just move along the back. And the front 2, I'm going to set their torque to max. I'm going to set their velocity. Oh no, they're spinning opposite directions. Okay, so the front right wheel is going to need to be going at negative, no, positive. That's fine. Oh, I don't know how this is going to work. The front left wheel is going to need to be going positive. Okay, so we now have 2 wheels that are moving forward. I'm actually going to quick save here and just see how this works. I mean, we are slowly sliding forward. Problem is, I don't think we're going to get enough acceleration from this to actually move. I wonder how it works on terrain. I wonder if it's the blocks. Come on. I believe. Wiggle to victory. Oh, here we go. Got a bit of momentum. I'm pressing W as if that's going to do something. Okay, we are actually going. I'm in a quick save. Let's just see how far we can go. So we are currently turning with gyros because I haven't set up the hinges. I could do that now, actually. Although I have seen one of the hinges is actually out, which probably doesn't help our forward momentum.
A few moments later.
So you can see now I've configured turning on the wheels. It's very self-explanatory. And by that I mean not very self-explanatory at all. To put it quite simply, I reverse the velocity on 1, which isn't doing anything at the moment because we're not going. So if I put the velocity on, if I press 1, you can see the velocity reverses and we turn. I can lock the hinges on 2. I've simplified it even more. But what happens now is I press 1 and it reverses the direction of the hinges. It happens very slowly because I need to be able to press 2 to stop them from turning. So you see they're turning, I pressed 2 and they stop. Press 1 again, turn a bit more, and then when they're straight, I press 2 to stop. Now I'm actually going to try and incrementally increase the speed of that as I get more used to it. So I'm going to set it to -2, turn them on, they turn a little bit. Okay, that's actually a manageable amount. Okay, so let's turn the pistons off. Let's keep going. Okay, so we're driving forward. Now we should be turning to the left. I'm not sure if we are turning to the left. I mean, that was with gyros then. Okay, we are actually sat here doing nothing now. Okay, no, we do kind of turn. It's just not great. So I think we're going to call this one a fail as the wheels are struggling to get up this little ramp here. So we got about 200 meters in our first attempt. So let's switch up the design and try again. So I'm going to go for the prong idea I mentioned earlier. And the idea being is that each of these prongs should give me more grip. Now, I might need to go bigger with them, we'll see. But I'm hoping to begin with that we can just give this a test. So I haven't changed any of the controls. We're still using the same controls as was before. That means if I press 3, we should move forward, hopefully. Okay, it looks like the back wheels are holding us. If we had the back wheels rotate as well, would that fix it? Actually, it looks like we are actually about to get to the edge. I think it works better on voxels. I think it just doesn't like going on grids. I keep pressing W. It's just instinctive to press W to move forward. Come on. Okay, I think we're going. We're off. What are you doing, hinges? Oh, the hinges messed it up. We were doing so well. Right, let's get these back ones rotating. Well, we're actually kind of doing it now. Now, we're still using gyros to move because it just seems to be the easiest way to do it, and we are actually struggling to get up this hill now. Okay, and I keep pressing W to move forward. Come on, little guy. I believe in you. I think I'm going to remove those hinges. I think they're more of a hindrance than they are helping. Okay, let's go around the hill. Yeah, the fact that my front two wheels aren't pointing in the same direction is not helping me whatsoever. Okay, let's detach the hinges.
20 minutes later.
Right, so I've removed the hinges. Now we're going to give it another go. I always had the idea of not grouping the front two wheels, meaning that I can control them separately. So in theory, I should be able to turn one wheel on and make the rover turn like tank controls. We'll see how that works now. Definitely a much better start than previously. So where are we trying to get over there? Okay. All right, so the real question is, can we get up this little hill here? So we'll go over the less steep bit of it. Okay. Okay. No. Please. It's this hill every time. This tiny little hill throws me off. There has to be a way of getting over this hill. Come on. I mean, we could try and go around it, but as soon as we get another slope up, we're going to be stuck again. We try here. It just doesn't like it, does it? What if we just try and go up the normal hill? Can we do that? Kinda. It seems we get knocked up at the front. I'm just trying to work out, could we do it with just the back wheels and go for a rear wheel drive instead? If I turn off the braking on the front wheels and turn them off, is that any better? No, because they're not round, they're not turning. Just make tiny little bits of progression, then get knocked up once and roll back down the hill. Maybe that's a good idea. Maybe we have bigger wheels on the back that we're always leaning forward, so the weight is pushing us forward. Because I guess this rover is quite back heavy, isn't it, with all the cargo containers? Okay, let's give that a try. I think I might have just figured out why it's so difficult for us to get up those hills. Just gonna try this again quickly. Oh my god, we're zooming now. Well, it turns out if you just remove all the excess weight, it's easy. Come on, hill. I believe. Da-na-na-na-na. No, wait, don't mess it up. Okay, we're past the 200 meters. Let's go, boys. Oh, yes. We're doing it. Only 1.5 kilometers to go. Let's do this. Yes. Just don't flip it and we'll be fine. So we're about to come up to the bottom of this hill. So it'll be interesting how well we're able to do when we get to the hill. Also, I feel like this is a little bit of an unfair test as that rover was entirely full of materials when I took it up the hill. But that's not going to stop me claiming a victory in this challenge. Oh, come on. I believe. Okay, slightly less steep incline. Let's see if we can do it. That tree just went to space, but I don't think we are, unfortunately. Oh, we were so close. No! Oh, rip that tree. Oh, I can't believe we went all the way back. Well, it definitely works, kinda. I'm not sure what more we can do to make improvements to it. So, as we know, bigger is better, so I've made the wheels bigger. I'm not sure if this is going to make it any better or worse, but we'll soon find out. Although it immediately seems to be a lot smoother. Straight up the hill, that's good. I think probably the main issue is, so I probably need to do a lot of tweaking to these wheels to get them to work. Ooh, don't flip it. Come on. There you go, we got back. Right, anyway, they need to do a lot of tweaking to these wheels to actually get them to do what they need to do. I don't think I have A, the technical expertise to do that, and B, the time. But you can see they're working pretty well at the moment. I want to see how they handle the cliff where we were before. If we can get up just slightly further, I'll be happy. Well, we're actually going at the moment, as I think this is probably going to be our last attempt. Have you guys got any suggestions of how you think we could improve these wheelless wheels? In fact, if you guys want to, if you join my Discord, you can send me your versions of this and we'll see how well they do. It's like casually cutting down a couple of trees on the way. I seem to have gained a tree friend. I think the tree friend is weighing me down. As I was saying, if you guys want to attempt this, there's a channel in my Discord where people can show off their ships. So if you post them in there, I'd love to see how you've improved upon this design, or have just made an entirely new design yourself. Oh, not another tree, please. I have actually found a path over here, which is a bit more reasonable. Now it's a little bit out of the way. The base is over in that direction. But if I can get up, I'll try and turn left and meet myself over at the original point we got to. Come on. No, please. Tree, protect me. No, tree, you failed me. It's just like gliding around. We've like created like a helicopter. Well, we're back at right, but we're close to where we started. Okay, I think it's done. Right, you have fun out there. Be free, my child. Why do I get the feeling it's doing better upside down than it was the right way up? Anyway, as I was just saying, if you guys have any suggestions of how you would improve this, let me know with a comment below. If you want to send me your own versions of this, there's a channel in my Discord where you can do it. And also, just as while we're here, I'm nearly at 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, and I have a very special video planned for 10,000 subscribers. So if you want to help us reach that goal, the subscription button is just below. And if you enjoyed this video and want to see more challenges like this, like and subscribe for more Space Engineers content. I feel like it'd be funny if we just had another Space Engineers video and this thing just drove past in the video. Just like completely innocuous. It just drove past the base. I'm like,